Hello and welcome to the Strong, Healthy, Happy podcast. Today, I'm going to be talking to you all about my new 6-week group coaching program, which I have called the Feel Great Lose Weight Method. And I'm going to tell you all about it today. I'm going to explain to you what group coaching is, who it's for, how it will benefit you, how it works, what you can expect, and when do we start. And that way you could gain much better understanding of what group coaching is. And maybe group coaching, online coaching is something that you know nothing about. It's nothing you've ever experienced. And you're wondering, what is it? And is it for me? And that's what I hope to clear up on this podcast. I have received quite a few questions as a result of my social media where I've been talking more about it. And it's made me realize that many of you listening and many of you ladies out there actually have never been exposed to online coaching and have no idea how that works, how it benefits you, and how it's possible for you to lose weight when you're not meeting somebody in person. And I'm going to talk about that today. And by the end of this podcast, you're going to have a much greater understanding of what group coaching is and whether it's right for you. So let me start off by telling you who my group coaching is for. Who am I trying to attract onto my group coaching? Are you listening and wondering whether it's right for you? So if you're female, you qualify, and you may have an extensive dieting history. Perhaps you've tried lots of different diets in the past. You may have lost weight, but then didn't really have the tools to be able to maintain that weight loss. And so perhaps you regained it and then maybe you've lost it again. And you've kind of gone on this cycle of losing and gaining weight, but never really being able to keep off the weight that you lost. Perhaps you've reached a stage in your life, maybe you're entering perimenopause or you're menopausal, and you're just not feeling as comfortable in your body as you once were, and you just want to feel a bit better. You may also be at a stage in your life where you're noticing that perhaps you're getting out of breath a lot quicker. You're not as fit as you used to be. Perhaps your life looks a lot different now. Maybe your kids have grown up. You're needed a little less, so you're less active in your daily life. And as a result, you're noticing that your health has been impacted and you want to improve your health. You may also be a woman listening to this podcast who has gained weight gradually over the years. Maybe maintaining weight was never an issue with you in your younger years, but as you've got older, it's kind of crept on and you don't know what to do or who to listen to. There's a lot of conflicting misinformation out there and you don't quite know what to do. And if you have tried to do something about it, it just doesn't seem to be long lasting. Or perhaps you've gone back to the only thing you know, which might be the dieting clubs that you've done in the past, but they clearly haven't been working if you haven't lost weight and been able to maintain it. So my online coaching is aimed very much at women who fulfill that criteria. At the moment, I have a large team of individual clients who coach with me on a one-to-one basis. And through my one-to-one coaching, I'm helping a lot of women feel amazing and more comfortable in their bodies, improving their health, getting stronger, fitter, healthier, and happier, hence the name of my podcast. And that's my passion, is to get women feeling good. Too many women, when they hit a certain age, and I say 40 plus, life changes hormonally. You change as you get older, and for many women, in my experience, I find that they're struggling with how they look and feel in their bodies, but they kind of give up because they feel that there's no option for them, or perhaps they're too old, or it's just too late to make a change. They've missed the boat. And I'm here to tell you and reassure you that it is never too late. And you can absolutely progress forwards from how you feel now to feeling a much happier, healthier version of yourself in a body that you feel a lot more comfortable in, with how you look and how you feel. And these are the clients that I work with on a one-to-one basis. And my clients are getting amazing results and they are feeling their best selves. Now, I know that one-to-one coaching isn't necessarily an option for many people. And so by doing group coaching, it means that instead of it being on a one-to-one basis, it's done in a group. And I coach online. So everything we do online, you do not need to turn up to a physical venue or to meet me in person. We do everything online. And you might be wondering, how does that work? How do I know what you're doing? And I'm going to explain that through this podcast. And I'm going to try and keep it short and punchy and do my best to do that and not digress too much. But the group coaching, how it works is I like to take on a small group of ladies. I've done 3 group coaching programs in the past. And from each group coaching program, I've learned what works, what doesn't work. And so with this 4th group coaching program that I'm going to be running, I have learned what the ladies, through the ladies' feedback of my previous clients, what they want, what they like, and what they didn't like. So this is a new and improved program. The program is called the Feel Great Lose Weight Method. And the method is my coaching method that my clients are currently receiving on their one-to-one coaching that I'm going to give you in a group coaching format. You are going to be getting my coaching support, my experience, and my expertise. I'm 54 years old. I have been working in the health and fitness industry since I was 18. I have extensive knowledge and experience, both working with women as well as my own anecdotal experience. So I come with a wealth of experience that I am going to help you lose weight and keep it off. Now, you might be thinking, well, how's that going to happen in 6 weeks? Now, I'm not promising you that you're going to achieve your goal in 6 weeks, because that would be really unrealistic. But what I am going to teach you and what you are going to achieve is learning the tools to be able to continue losing weight way after the program finishes. And if you you get to a point where you feel really happy with where you're at, you will have those tools to be able to maintain the weight that you lose. I am going to get you on track to losing weight, and I'm going to help you develop the habits and the structure and the routine for you to be able to follow, to be able to get the results that you want. And to start, and I really emphasize this, is to start feeling good. And that's my main priority, is that my clients feel good. And the same way my individual clients, the focus is on feeling good, it will be exactly the same for my group coaching. Focus is on feeling good, because as a result of feeling good, you will stick to all those habits and behaviors and make the choices and decisions to support your weight loss goal. And I'm going to be teaching you this during our 6 weeks coaching program. You have me in your pocket every day, 7 days a week for 6 weeks. It's not a 1 day a week thing. It's not a 1 hour a week thing. You have me there to support you 7 days a week for 6 weeks. So you get a lot of support. Along with my support, you are part of a community of other women who are going to be working towards goals very similar to yours. Now, I use an app, a coaching app. It's really simple. And what the coaching app does is it brings all the data on you into the app. And I get to view that data. So I will know what your steps are. If you don't have an activity watch, that's not a problem. We have other markers to measure movement. But if you do have an activity watch, like a Fitbit, an Apple Watch, a Garmin, all that data gets carried across to the app. I will set your individual nutrition targets, your step targets, and your workout targets. And all of this is based on what you tell me in our getting to know you form that I will send out to you, so I can look at the way you live your life. Do you work? Are you full-time, part-time? How realistic is it for you to work out for how long? And I set those targets based on what fits into your life. So you're not fitting into my program. I am fitting into your life, setting your targets accordingly. Now, with your nutrition targets, you have a choice how we manage your nutrition targets. Some clients like to track their calories using an app. It can be NutriCheck, it could be MyFitnessPal. And again, I see that data and I give you nutrition targets. Calories and protein is what we focus on. Now, if you're listening to this and you are like, I'm not tracking calories, you don't have to track calories. I have other methods of managing your food intake. It could be using a food diary. It could be using photos that get uploaded direct to the app. So they don't go on your camera roll unless you want them to be on your camera roll, and they go straight into your app. So I will be managing and setting targets for your nutrition. I am going to teach you how to eat good quality meals, but also eat to support your weight loss goal. So that's what you're going to be getting from me. Now, with your workouts, they are going to be pre-recorded workouts with me in front of you in a video taking you through a workout. Now, the idea is that you maybe are going to be working from home. You are perfect for this program. My workouts will all be home workouts. You can do them without any equipment, but perhaps you've got the odd dumbbell or kettlebell or band and you want to add that into your workout, you will be able to do that. If you currently have a gym membership or you want to do your exercise from the gym, you can have a workout for you to follow for when you go to the gym, and there'll be a number of workouts depending how many days a week you go to the gym. So there will be workouts, gym or home-based. Home-based ones will be a follow along with me where I will take you through the workout. Now, every week, the magic of coaching happens in your check-in. Now, what is a check-in? A check-in is an opportunity for you to reflect on your week. And I send out to you a link to a check-in form where I ask you the questions. And they are very prompting questions that enable me to get an understanding of how your week, the past week, has looked. And the questions I ask you, sorry, I had to just let my dog in. So the questions I ask you are going to be very specific questions. So I get an understanding of how your week looked. We are going to celebrate all the things you did well, and you're going to be reflecting on that. We are also going to look at what was challenging for you, any situations that proved difficult, any questions that you have because you don't quite understand what it is that you might need to do, or you just find that there are questions that you didn't think of until you get to a situation and you think, oh, what should I have done here? Or what could I do better next time? And so we look at all that. You're going to reflect on that, and then I read through your form and review it. I also look at whether you achieved your exercise targets. You may have set yourself a range of doing a minimum of one workout, maybe up to 4 workouts, and you managed 2. That's a win because you set a minimum as 1. You exceeded that, you did 2. We look at, we celebrate those things. We look at where you are on achieving your targets, your step target, your exercise target, your nutrition targets, your ability to stick to the calorie target I set you, if that's how we're measuring your food intake. If you use photos, I'll be looking over those food photos to check your meal quality. And then I will also look at your data in terms of your progress. So I use progress photos, I use measurements, and I also use scale weight. Now, not all my clients use the scales. So if you don't have a healthy relationship with weighing yourself on the scales, you don't need to weigh yourself. But I use 3 measures, and as long as we're doing 2 of those 3, they're enough for me to measure your progress. Now, you don't need to be doing progress photos every week. We might do them we definitely do them at the beginning. We might do them halfway, and we might do them again at the end, because they enable us to measure, or for me, to measure your visual progress. And sometimes the scales don't always reflect the loss in body fat. And I talk about that all on a previous episode. So I'm not going to go into that today, because I want this to be focused on the group coaching. Now, we set intentions, you set intentions for the week ahead, and any questions that you might have, and any thing I read in your check-in form that I feel I need to expand on more as a topic because it will benefit the whole group, then I will talk about that when I do my group check-in response. And this is where I go through everyone. I've previously gone through everyone's forms, picked out all the questions, where people need additional support, where people may have faced challenges, and some advice and help and tips. And this is where the magic of coaching happens. And this is where you go into the week ahead with a clear goal, clear structure, and you know exactly what it is that you need to be doing going into the week ahead. Now, in between your check-ins, we have a chat group hosted on the app. So it's not in your WhatsApp. It's not pinging at you every 2 minutes. It will be in the group, and everything and anyone messaging is within this group. That isn't shared with anybody outside the group. All your workouts will be there on the app, which you get up on your phone. It's very easy. And then you have me to support you, as I said, 7 days a week, and I will communicate through to you through the group message. It's not individual contact because it's not individual coaching. And in the past, my groups, I like to keep them small because we become a really tight community, and it's a very supportive environment when you're amongst other women who are working towards similar goals to you. Now, how will it benefit you? So it's going to benefit you because for the first time, which is most likely the first time in your life, where you've actually had somebody like me, an experienced coach who is an evidence-based nutritionist, exercise specialist, to champion you towards your goals. I want you to succeed, and I want you to take steps closer to your goal. I'm not promising you're going to achieve them in 6 weeks, but I'm going to champion you because I want you to do your best. I want to set you up to succeed. And other dieting methods and other dieting clubs, you have to fit into their program. And I am going to be supporting you into your individual targets, but within the group program, my coaching method in the group program. And I want to see and help you and support you to progressing closer to your goals. Now, I mentioned in the beginning of this podcast, my podcast is called the Strong, Healthy, Happy Podcast. And I want that for you, where you feel stronger, healthier, and happier. And the way you're going to get stronger is physically through the workouts. You're also going to get stronger in your mental well-being and your mental resilience. And you're also going to feel healthier. And as a result, you're going to feel a lot happier. And you will feel that from the first day, from the day we start. And so I know that you are going to get a lot from it. Now, I've talked about what you can expect. I've talked about what you can benefit from. And I also want to explain I also want to talk about what it isn't, because I think it's really important to be honest and upfront so that I can set realistic expectations. It is not a quick fix. It is not a fad diet. I'm not promising you that you're going to achieve your goal in 6 weeks, because that would be unrealistic and dishonest of me. But what you will get from this program is support, structure, accountability, community, and you will take progress. You will take steps towards your goal. And in the process of taking those steps towards your goal, you will feel happier and healthier and stronger, and I am going to champion you to achieve that. Now, if this sounds like something that you are potentially interested in, please look in the show notes. All my contact details are there: Facebook, Instagram, email, and my website. And on my website, you can fill out an application form. You can also click the Pay Now link and you can sign up. I only have 6 early bird spaces for £139, and then the price increases for £159. Now that you know what is included in the program, you will see that's great value, because if you split the full price, let's round it off to 160, divide that by 6 weeks, whatever the maths is on that. Let's get my calculator. 160 divided by 6 weeks. That's £26.60 a week, and you have support every single day. It's not a weekly check-in. It's not a weekly PT session. You are getting a nutritionist, a life coach, an exercise specialist, somebody who is going to help you build the habits and behaviors so you can manage your health and your weight for life. That's what you're going to be getting. So it is very, very good value. And there are only 6 spaces at the early bird discount, and I don't want you to miss out. Now, if you don't want to go on the website, or you want to have a chat with me because you just want to ask me a few more questions, you absolutely can. Message me through any of my contact details, and I will reply, and we will set up a 10-minute chat so you can ask me questions, and we can just see if I'm the right coach for you and whether you fit into my coaching method. I really look forward to hearing from you. And I want to finish off this podcast by saying that if you have tried everything in the past and it doesn't seem to work, you can't keep doing the same thing. It's time to change, and it's time to try something new. And this might be the something new that you need in your life. So get in touch. I look forward to hearing from you. No question is too small and no question is too silly. Please do get in touch, and I hope to see you on the Feel Great, Lose Weight method.